What's up, riders? I actually just got back into my apartment from doing some rides today. Videos, you guys know, are going to be all out of order, but I did want to go ahead and make this one really quick just to get it up online and share with you guys. So today I made about $104. So if people are wondering if Uber Eats is dead, I would say not. Of course, it's not going to be as busy and maybe not as plentiful as we're used to, but I mean, it's kind of the market to expect, right? I mean, I've had some days where I've gone out there and like killed it. I've had some days where I only made like $3, cut the app off and came home. I had some $20 days. You guys know I've made some $200 days. Like, the app itself is always going to be unpredictable. Like, you just don't know what's the day going to be. People are going to be hungrier some days. You're going to be in a better zone than some days. Multipliers and surges are going to be higher. You just don't know. No one can honestly say they're going to go out there and just make the same consistent amount of money in Uber every week. It's gonna fluctuate, unless you like really know some tricks and you really studied areas and markets. For the average driver or delivery Uber person, it's just unpredictable. But with that said, I feel like the time I put out today, I think I did about 8 hours, which I normally try to do. And considering all the stuff that's going on, $104 was actually pretty decent for me. Yes, you guys have seen me do like $133 days, but that's doing like 18 trips. They only did 12. I worked my full 8 hours. So the demand is not as high. But like I said, I've had days like this. As long as I can come out with $100 or so, I feel like I'm doing okay. Making sure your hands stay clean. Like, a lot of customers want you just to drop it off on the porch. That's fine. That's been happening long before this plague came. I've been doing Uber. I did Ship, and I got so many notes just saying like drop it on the front step. During the summertime, it really was heartbreaking to see so many young kids ordering food because I guess they got left at home. They didn't have no babysitters, and I would much rather prefer those kids put notes in to say drop it on the porch, because opening your door to strangers being that young and little, it really concerned me. So this doesn't like hurt my feelings when they say drop it on the steps or the front porch. I think it's kind of gross to have your food like sitting so close to the area people like wipe their feet and they stepped in all kind of stuff. But what I try to do, if I go up to someone's porch, I try to find like their patio furniture. If they have a chair or like a patio table, I'll kind of move that to the front of their door and set it on that, and then text them like, hey, instead of sitting your food directly on the floor, I set it on your patio chair or whatever you got out there. Some people don't have that. You got to sit on the floor. It is what it is. But like I said, it doesn't bother me. Like, I don't get offended when they say, I don't want to see your face, set it on the front porch. So yeah, that's that. A lot of people are now trying to get into these gigs because it's tough, It's eerie going into the restaurants. All the lights are off. All you see is the kitchen light in the back. You got one cook back there making all this food. And you got one hostess or waitress or whatever you want to call it trying to take orders over the phone or, accommodate us delivery drivers coming in there to pick up stuff. One restaurant that always wouldn't even look up at me when I would go pick up food there. And, I won't say they were rude. I mean, it's I don't know what you want to call them. I guess they look down on us delivery drivers because y'all just picking up food. Like, who are y'all? Yeah, had a weirdly interesting experience today. I went in there and they're, oh, hey, how's it going? Let me get that bag for you. Let me tie it in and out for you. Did you want us to put these bottled sodas in an extra bag? I'm just like, I mean, if you want to now, it's up to you. I'm sure the customer would appreciate it and would have always appreciated it. And then the guy was like trying to sit next to me and get the app downloaded and try to figure out how it works. I'm like, I would love to give you a tutorial, dude. I have videos on YouTube if you want to go watch how this app works. But I'm not trying to corner the market or not like try to share the wealth, but in the reality, I'm like, download the app, go to settings. That's where you put your payment information. You can cash out every day. Look at the zones. You'll see multipliers there. Those are the places where you're going to want to try to hit. Again, I have videos. Other people have videos. Like Uber Eats has been around for a hot minute. Get into it. I just find it really interesting. A lot of people who at one point looked down on these gig jobs and looked down on us delivery drivers now have to become one. And who knows how long we'll be able to do this. I mean, Uber can tomorrow say, we kind of feel like this is also public health risk, so we're going to stop the delivery drivers too. Then we're all out. And for the people who have used the service and have now had to strap up and go out there and be out there with us, you will see the importance of what $1 tip can do for your day. If you're out there for 8 hours a day struggling, trying to make ends meet, whether this is your full-time job or a part-time job, for a lot of people now, it's probably gonna be your full-time side hustle, trying to just pick up food. You're bending over backwards for these customers and no one gives you a tip. So you work about 8 hours only coming home with about $50 when a few tips could have helped, you know? Like, I think people are gonna start to see it helps. It's needed. Like, it's common courtesy. Yeah, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You're not required to do it. But once you get out there in the field, you'll see what we have to go through just to get this food to these people. So in turn, I didn't want this video to be like a rant or like a nanny boo boo kind of video. I just find it interesting how everything is changing, how fast the world is changing. People are reacting to other human beings differently. Like, we were waiting in line at an Asian restaurant, which is another thing. Like, for this to be such an Asian, you know, an Orient epidemic, I'm picking up a lot of Chinese food. I'm picking up a lot of Chinese food. So clearly people aren't worried about it that much coming in contact with Asian persuasion contact, because I'm picking up a lot of Chinese food. And so maybe I'm putting myself at risk, like going into all these Chinese restaurants. I don't feel that way though. I just feel that if you keep yourself clean, you keep your immune system up, and you do what you can to like wash your hands and just take precautions, you should be fine. Like, I mean, if it's something that's meant for you and your destiny, unfortunately, sadly enough, it's gonna happen. So I mean, don't be stupid about it, but you know, take the right precautions. But yeah, today was very interesting. The past couple of days actually been very interesting, just to see how people, at least for me, have reacted to the delivery drivers coming in to pick up the food. Just how, like I said, we were waiting in line at an Asian restaurant, and like other delivery drivers, like I was standing here, another guy was standing behind me, and he like moved over here, like I guess the social distancing thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know, people. Do what you feel is best for you, but I think a lot of extremes are being had. This is a very serious virus, so you do want to treat it with respect, but we can't lose our humanity, you know? That's my thing. We just can't lose that. Like, I think we lost enough humanity every day, like looking down at our phones and like just not being connected with the people around us. Like, we'll go like to dinners and happy hours, and most of the time we're talking to each other but looking down at our phones. You know what I'm saying? So we lost humanity, I think, in that. But in this one time where we actually could possibly, you know, show a little bit more humanity, a little bit more compassion, I think we're even losing it even more. So that's the part that concerns me. Like, I think I'm rambling long enough. It's almost 10 minutes on this video. But if anyone was wondering, today is the 18th of March. I made $104. I got one more order that might tip, and then I can see what that leads to. But another thing I wanted to show you guys, as far as like gigs go, some people can't get out of the house. Like, you have to be at home. You can't leave. You have kids, you know, there's no babysitters. So there is a video that I'm going to have come out. Like I said, everything's out of order, but there is this one website that I go to quite often. It's called User Testing, and you can make $10 per test. So for those of you who are just sitting home doing nothing, you can go to User Testing, see if you qualify, take a few tests, make a couple extra dollars. You know, it's $10 per test. That's $10, $20, $30 that you didn't have before that you can put towards something. Some of these tests pay up to $60 if you qualify for them. Just the other day, I qualified for a $30 test. Unfortunately, I had to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning because the person who was interviewing me about the test is actually a game. They were over in China, so of course, their time difference is going to be a lot different than mine. But I was up. It took about 15 minutes. They talked to me. They said it was going to take 30, but it took about 15 minutes. They talked to me. I gave them my review on the game, and I got paid $30. All for 15 minutes, didn't have to leave the house. So it's something to really consider. The gig world has been out there. It's always been out there. For the people who downplayed surveys or whatnot, this is going to be a reality for a lot of people, going in and just doing what you got to do. Right now, a lot of us have nothing but time. So, I mean, what can you say? User testing is real. It's a real website. I've been doing user testing for quite a while. I want to say I started like July of last year and have been getting payout pretty constantly. The more I put into it, the more I check it, and the more surveys I qualify for, I've gotten pretty decent money. You know, you're not going to be rich. No, this is not going to pay off your mortgage. Like, if you just need a little something extra, $10, $20, $30 is everything when you have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let me show you this real quick. So this is the framework of it. I don't know how much I can show you of this. I'll be mentioning this in other videos that are coming up. As I said, these videos are all out of order. But I just want to show you real quick. Completed tests. Here are the tests that I've done. As you can see, I got $30 pending. They pay out to PayPal. And they pay out on the day... they pay out the following week. So if I did this test on a Friday, next Friday I will receive this $30 in my PayPal. If I did it on a Monday, next Tuesday, so on and so forth. As you can see, I've been paid out $10. There was a sound issue on this one, still got paid. But yeah, I've been getting paid $10 pretty constantly through this. I'm gonna go down here to where it has page 2. As you can see, I got 3 pages of payouts. Sometimes when I hit it hard, I get a lot of money. Like in July alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's $70 extra. 15 minutes a day doesn't really take much to come in here. Normally before I start my UberEats, I'll come in here and check and see if I qualify for any of these. Knock out 1 or 2 if I can. As you can see in this one here, I got $20 in on one day. It was on the 24th, and they were back to back. This one was 9:24. This one was 9:32. So in that time frame, that's 30 minutes, I made $20. So it's something to this if you qualify for the test. So that's it for this video, guys. I know it's not like the full ride-along video that you were expecting. Oh, let me show you my Uber screen like I always do. Okay, people, we've been here many times before. Let's just make this really quick. We're going to tap on this. We're going to do a little slide. So actually, it's 109. Looks like the last customer did end up giving me a tip. Let's go ahead and go into the breakdown. You guys will probably want to see how this is looking. So I was off Monday and Tuesday, personal things. Worked 8 hours today. 109 is what I made. 12 trips. And this is what my readout looks like. I had tips on everything except for the first customer and this customer here. Let's see what they were tipping. You guys are probably wondering, like, if I go out there, what kind of tips am I going to get? It all depends on your service, really. As you can see, there's a lot of things. If you're not going to be doing a lot of trips because of the whole coronavirus thing, whatever your status is as like pro, diamond, gold, Uber, it looks like they're going to hold your position. Obviously, if you're doing trips, they're going to increase it. It's going to hold you hostage where you are. The whole corona thing, if you happen to contract this unfortunate virus, they will be looking at giving you compensation up to 14 days, which is really, really cool. They didn't have to do that considering we're just contract workers. But as far as funds go, tips go, looks like, let's see, where does today stop? Right here. So 227.242664. So actually not bad on tips at all. Now last week, when this thing really was starting to become in effect, people, I was still getting some pretty good tips. I mean, look, 7, 2, 7, 14, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 4, 1, 4, 4, 2. So as I'm saying to you guys, change rooms. The people who use this service don't understand just how valuable those tips are to us. Even $1 goes a long way to feed a kid in need. So like, I'm serious, like no joke, like it does go a long way. So just consider that, like, we're out there risking ourselves as well. We're going in and out of these restaurants, coming in contact with people who no one knows what's going on. So help us out. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing some food to you. You can at least give us $1. I think that's more than reasonable. But for the people who tipped, for the people who even use the service, thank you. Because the $4 to bring the food to you would have been $4 less that Uber would have paid me if you guys didn't use the service. Uber, I thank you for keeping UberEats open to allow people like me to continue to make a little extra money as we all try to figure this out. And aside from all that, guys, too, I make these little insert videos to also say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The channel has reached 300 subscribers, and it looks like we're well on our way to hitting 400 sometime soon. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I don't know what keeps you guys coming back to the videos that I make, but I appreciate it. And it's just amazing to me that you guys enjoy the content so much. So thank you for the 300 plus subscribers. I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you guys. As long as the platform is open. It might not be UberEats, it might be something else. It might just be me doing jumping jacks in my apartment. Who knows what this is going to come to, but I thank you so much. So what's up, guys? I know chronologically this video is going to be like all over the place and probably won't make a lot of sense, but hopefully by the end of it all kind of comes together correctly. So I was just sitting here looking at a couple of videos, checking my emails, and just doing some personal things. And ever so often in between going in and out of those surveys that I was showing you guys a minute ago. Now, I don't know if you guys saw that, but I had like 3 pages of surveys that I could possibly qualify for. Now, when I say qualify for, which is, I'm probably going to be explaining this again in another video when I finally uploaded it, but let's tell you now, which means they're going to ask you a series of questions. Normally, it's about 3 sets of questions to see if you're even right to even put this thing in front of. So if it's a tobacco person or a company who's wanting to test out their new website or whatnot, if you don't smoke tobacco, then it's not going to be a survey that you're going to even be interested in doing because you can't really give an honest opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't worked in the travel industry, or if you're not involved in hotel bookings, you're not going to qualify for those kind of surveys. So there was 3 pages of surveys. None of them I qualify for on the computer. Now, you also have surveys, or tasks, I should say, that you can do via your phone. And I did qualify for one of those. I just took that survey, or test, or task, whatever you want to call it. It took about 5 to 10 minutes, because as you can see, I talk pretty fast. I can get through these things pretty quickly. I just made another $10. So I just want to show you guys. A minute, I was at 30, now I'm at 40. So, it's what I'm talking about. You can take some of these from your actual smartphone. Now, I would recommend you be at a place where it's quiet, because you don't want that background noise on the survey, because they're going to be recording your voice as you give your opinions on this. So you can try to do this when you're out and about in between your orders, but I wouldn't recommend it because if any motorcycle goes by, or if your Uber or DoorDash notification goes off, that's not something you want in the video or on the voice recording. But anyway, we're going to look at completed tests, because this is what I wanted to show you guys. A minute ago, you guys saw I was pending at $30. Now I'm pending with another $10. So currently, I am sitting at $40 for the week. I'll put that on the screen here. So what I made with Uber, plus just sitting here, really not doing much of anything, just made another $10. Ever so often, you will hear like a little ding. So if you keep your browser window open and on User Testing's website, you'll hear like a little ding letting you know another survey has dropped into your queue. Go over there, see if you qualify for it. If you do, great. If not, move on and do something else. But it's some money that you could get, and it's easy to do. So like I say, times are hard. We got to do what we got to do. I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because if it helps somebody, that's the main purpose of all this. If you guys enjoy this video and want more videos like this, please hit the subscription button, ding the notification bell so you know when another video comes out, because YouTube is going to tell you. And also comment below and let me know how everything's happening with you guys. If you're doing gigs full-time, how is this affecting you? If you were doing this part-time and you had another job, are you still going out there trying to pick up orders amidst this whole coronavirus thing? Just inquiring minds want to know. I do hope you guys stay safe for everyone. Just keep hope, keep faith, and we'll see how this all goes. I'm going to be out there tomorrow. I might make a little quick video like this. I might actually upload the videos that I have sitting on my phone that I need to edit to get to you guys. But we'll see. We'll see. But thanks again, guys, for supporting this channel, supporting me, and I will catch you on the next ride.